Rivertown, college town, capital city. People here like hockey fast, fixed gear bikes, and big plates of hot food. Tucked between an old barbershop pole and a flickering grain belt sign is a cigar shop where you can light up and just smoke and talk. I'm Pfoser. I've been lucky to share the stage with some of the funniest people on the planet, and now we get to hang out and share a quality cigar and some top-notch jerky. This episode, we invited nationally renowned headliner Isaac Witty, who you may recognize from both Conan and Late Night with David Letterman. Brought to you by Meat Taffy, premium guy candy. Jerky's so good, you kind of just have to put it in your mouth. This is comedians smoking cigars, eating jerky.
My parents were Christian comedians. Yeah, that's what they did. Until about 8 years ago, something like that. They would do the kind of thing like they would the sketch comedy. So they would have a sketch about marriage. They have a sketch about different denominations shouldn't hate each other. They'd have a sketch about tithing and whatever, stuff like that.
A friend of mine told me that his dad signed up for Twitter and then nothing happened. But that's how I feel. It's like I signed up for Twitter and nothing happened.
What you're supposed to do is put jokes and stuff. The interesting thing about Twitter is that you can, the possibilities are endless. One time, I did a joke, I put a joke on Twitter, and it was kind of exciting. I don't know, to me, personally. The joke, I do it on stage now, it's guys, if you're ever in a verbal altercation with a girl and she starts to cry, that means you're winning. It's a joke I do on stage now, but I did that on Twitter. It got like 30 retweets and like 50 favorites and stuff. Kind of fun to watch, to think I thought of this idea, and probably, I don't know, with all those retweets and everything, maybe 5,000 people saw that idea that I had. That's kind of that's the cool thing about Twitter. I remember my cousin Gavin, he had dug a foxhole, he called it, in his backyard, and there was a big hole in the ground, and I was probably in like the 5th grade, and we'd go sit in that hole, and he would steal my Aunt Jill's Virginia Slims, and maybe that's where my love for smoking came from. Why I wanted to smoke those cigars. He would steal my Aunt Jill's Virginia Slims, and we'd sit in a hole and smoke Virginia Slims. And I believe he had stolen some pornography. I think that was my first encounter with pornography. And then
Usually it's a treehouse, but it was a foxhole.
The opposite of a treehouse. We went underground to do this dirty stuff we were doing. We had Playboys and Virginia Slims. So what is it? This is bison, smoked bison. I like this. I would argue I like this more than cigars. I do. I consider myself more of a meat eater than a cigar smoker.
Maybe next time we get together, we dig a foxhole, and it's bison meat, and I don't know if you're still into pornography.
Not nearly as much as I used to be,
Sure.
But sure, let's give that a try. I love when comics that don't know any better, they'll go like, oh man, it seems like a really good crowd. They're all drunk. That's not true. I would rather them be church people that are silent as, just really, really quiet people. I prefer that way over rowdy.